Everything you said we already knew, more or less.
Well, here's something that you didn't know. 2 of those special atomic bombs haven't gone off.
What's up everybody, Jay here and welcome back to the Planted Tank, and today I'm just going to give you guys a rundown of my 10-gallon planted Betta tank and what the goal of that tank is, so let's go check it out. So as you guys saw in the video that I uploaded last night of planting the dwarf sage, I added quite a bit of it. I pulled all of this from my 20-gallon high and it looks a whole bunch better now. All the plants in this tank don't require a ton of nutrients, but I am going to be pumping in as much as I can without getting algae. So I'm just going to run you guys through a step-by-step process of what I do with this tank every day and every week. So every week I give this tank a 25 to 50% water change depending on how much I think the tank needs it. So if I see a whole bunch of algae, I do a 50% or maybe more. If I don't see any algae at all, I'll just do a 25% water change. All the plants in here can thrive in a gravel substrate as long as you're giving them root tabs and good liquid fertilizers. With my liquid fertilizer, I use Nelock G Thrive, and I do dose 0.5 milliliters, half a mil every single day in this tank. 2 milliliters is the full dose if you use the pump. I decided to use a little pipette in order to get the doses as accurate as I possibly can, because I don't trust the little pumper that comes with it. So I am also running this light for 12 hours a day. I pulled these stones here from my local creek, so those are free. I got this top fin aquarium gravel at PetSmart. I believe the 50-pound bag was like 30 bucks or something like that, but you can find any kind of gravel you want. Preferably 2 to 3 millimeter grain size on the gravel is ideal for your plant roots and letting liquid fertilizer pass through. So if you use sand or something like that, the liquid fertilizer is not going to make its way down there if the grain size of your sand is too small. So this is the smallest that I would recommend. As you can see, I am going through a little bit of crip melt. I'm going to have to get in there and remove some of those dying leaves, but the crips over here and back here are already spitting out a bunch of new leaves, so that's a good sign that they are getting enough nutrients in order to thrive in this system. And I also have some bladder snails in this tank, which I am trying to remove my bladder snails in all of my tanks because I realize that I don't have a potassium deficiency. It's actually my bladder snails eating my plants. So if you have bladder snails, make sure that they're fed, because once they eat everything that there is to eat in the tank, then they turn to your plants. So I didn't realize this until here recently, which is why all the jungle val in my 29-gallon is looking absolutely horrible at the moment, because the bladder snails just absolutely destroyed it. So yeah, the goal with this tank is anyone can do this type of tank setup right here. I'm not using a whole bunch of light. The more light that you use, the harder a system like this is going to be to take care of, because without a nutrient-rich substrate, your plants are limited on how fast they can grow. So if you put a whole bunch of light on top of them, they're going to suck up all the nutrients in the tank really quick, and then they're going to start to suffer, and then you're going to get algae. So as long as you're dosing liquid fertilizer every day, or at least once or twice a week with full doses, I think you should be okay with a setup like this. So only time will tell how much these plants are actually going to thrive in this tank, but stay tuned, because this tank, I have a good feeling, is going to look really jungly in the near future. So if you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you never miss an upload. And if you like this video, hit the like button. And as always, keep it planted.